Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, March the 7th, the year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap up. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And as always, have your risk management in place. Never lose more on any one single trade that you are willing to lose. So if we take a look at the week, we can see a big green weekly candle for the pound. 339, now 340 pips above that open. And the same, we did not go below the weekly low. 341 off the weekly low. And it price gapped up on the pound and it has not filled. And we also have a few other pairs that haven't filled. If we take a look at the monthly, once again, the monthly and the weekly are the same. Drop down to the daily, you can see we broke out of the opening range for the week on Tuesday and have not looked back since. We are 411 pips, now 412, now 413 above the yearly open, 22.23 off the high, and 823 off the yearly low. Now, if you look at the seasonality, it says the pound typically forms a bottom in early to late March and then moves higher into the end of April. We didn't form a bottom at all. But what we did do, we broke out of the monthly inside bar from 14 months ago, and we are now 167 pips above that level. So this week, we broke out of the inside bar from 13 days ago. We broke out of the weekly inside bar from 10 weeks ago. This has been one heck of a bullish week. Today's NFP day, you can see there's lots of pairs over 100, a couple of pairs over 200. But what's disappointing is the pound sitting at 71. That's really disappointing. I put on a little yen trade and I kind of walked away from it and I came back. I was up 20 pips. I'm thinking I probably left it. I probably should have just let that trade ride because I believe it's a lot further up than when I got out. No, I guess not. I was in at 05. I got out at 47, and it's now at 57. So that's not bad. And I really don't like having trades open while I'm making the video. And as you can see here, once again, just bullish. It looks like we left the buy zone maybe at the early London session, late Asian session, and just pretty much no look back. During the NFP, it's funny, Walmart called me because you trade in NFP. I thought he was taking the day off because he's up huge. He has really been trading like a machine as of late. But in this NFP, right before the numbers were released, I said, you know what, there's no way these numbers can be good. So I went long the pound and I was up 20 pips. I hit the exit button. By the time I did, I lost 4.7 pips on the trade. So I guess maybe I wasn't quick enough. But that just goes to show. But I fought my way back and I made a few pips off the pound. I bought back in. I think I was in 3 trades and they all went back up for me. But I just wasn't quick enough. And the thing is, it came up here, and you know what? I don't think I have those charts here, but it was actually, it hit the holo. I think maybe you can switch over to the 1 hour. You can see right here, there's the highest open. And so during NFP, it got up into that range, And I wasn't aware of it at the time, but I was trying to punch out with the profit anyway. And maybe if I had been planned that trade, I could have possibly had a take profit there and would have avoided the loss because it just slammed back hard on me. I had to laugh because it's just the nature. But red rats look to feast. And I'm not sure why it's taking so long to switch chart periods here. It's like we're frozen for some weird reason. And there we go. So you can see here we're right on the edge. There's that smart rat zone. So there was lots of areas. So the smart rat zone was just slightly below the holo. And so for those traders that want to know what I do, like I say, a lot of it's kind of a combination, but they're all horizontal lines. So you can take your pick. Sometimes they all bunch up near the same levels. And you can see this H4. One of the things I'm going to work on possibly is how to make sure to capture, part of this or most of the H4 range. You can see Bambino Flex indicator said to go short, but today wasn't a day to go short. Price near the pivot was short. So sometimes these plans just don't work out. You have to laugh sometimes. And let's see, we've had missed pivots 3 days in a row. On the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. We took out today's pivot, so a lot of missed pivots happening here so far. It's 5 missed pivots this year, daily. Weekly, took it out, got a missed pivot from 2 weeks ago. And we've missed a monthly pivot. So could be an interesting year as far as the pivots go. Oh, and somebody was asking where they get the pivot indicator, I think. Unfortunately, Crestlick.com's getting hit by a bunch of spammers, and Hall's having a hard time getting the anti-spam or software hooked up. So we're having a little problem there. So if you shoot me an email and say, hey, send me the mother load, I'll happily email the mother load out to you. In and out of that upper wick zone, you can see we're in it again. Very interesting. Trading the previous day's high for the breakout and then the crossover to the downside. Profitable. For the week, 365 pips. That's 83 percentile. That's huge. We broke out at a previous weekly high by 229. We didn't come anywhere near the low. So once again, these horizontal lines, once you plot them, they don't move until that duration is over. So the previous day's high and low and close. Today's open, those things don't move until that duration's over. So there's lots of opportunities out there to take advantage of these horizontal lines. You can see here some price turn action. But for March, we have 88 pips so far. And that's ATR. I'm sorry, we have 88% ATR. I guess I forgot to put that back to range. So for the month, 365, and that said was 88 percentile. So that's quite a move real quick. And so, fellow traders, I'm going to wrap that up. And I hope you have a fun and safe weekend. I've got more traveling to do. So, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.